And then I heard you're expecting kids, twins.
Twins is, yeah, you got to stay off the internet.
Right.
Yeah, I'm expecting one child.
One child.
Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you feel about that?
I think about it in terms of like years, right? Like I'm 44, so when my new child is 21, I'll be 65, right?
Right.
And that seems kind of old until you start thinking about who's 65 now, right? And so when I think about that, I think that like, I don't know how old like Mariah Carey is, but she has to be like 10 years older than me, or Jay-Z or something like that. They got to be almost like, their next big birthday is probably 60. They're still out here looking young and looking cool. So it ain't that bad. But I think at the end of the day, it's new life. It's going to be a different parenting experience from when I was younger. So when I was younger, I was still hard-headed in the streets, and like I don't know how I even made it to this point in my life doing the things that I was doing, but I made it. My kids are all fine, smart, straight-A students, and good, and so it'll just be interesting to parent at this age.
I had a boy, by the way.
Oh, yes.
Okay. I'm going to say he. Let me just announce I had a boy, by the way, so not many people know that. I keep getting comments like, what did you have? I was like waiting until today. So I had a boy. So every day it's like he changes. Like I always knew that time went by fast. I always knew that, but watching my son now, I know that it goes by even faster than I could have possibly imagined. Every day it changes. Now he's like getting a little fussier when he's getting sleepy, that kind of stuff. But it's like, it's just crazy.
I know what it's like. We're fully relying on a man for support, and it sucks.
Okay, but what would you do? I think you would go.
You think I would?
Yeah.
Evelyn Lozada just turned into full mama bear.
Since he allegedly dumped her daughter Chinese, Evelyn Lozada has gone all mama bear on the game. Can you really blame her? The game is performing his typical stunt, promising that the world will get them. When the kids are here, Evelyn isn't having it and goes after him, accusing him of taking advantage of her daughter. But here's the twist, she was pregnant before he dipped. According to rumors, Evelyn urged Chinese to join the game in the first position. She viewed it as a means for Chinese to get the bag. So even though it was a hot mess, Chinese managed to get it, but it came with a lot of drama and the title of third baby mama to a man who is known for doing precisely this. The mess keeps growing, and here's the thing. Chinese wasn't even given time to heal after giving birth before he was out there on social media being messy. Any mother would go crazy watching their daughter get played like this. For those who are unaware, Chinese recently gave birth to her first child, a charming little bundle of joy with blue eyes and plump cheeks. The game only revealed the baby's existence by posting a picture of the infant with the phrase, "beautiful baby." Too many boys Taylor Blaze. If you're so infatuated with your baby boy, why not also show some affection to the lady who gave birth to him? Evelyn wasn't about that. I love you, son, but the mess he didn't tag Chinese, the mother of his child. To allow her daughter to be treated so disrespectfully, but she took action and posted a message expressing her pleasure and love for her new grandson, writing, "This little blue-eyed angel made me a grandma, and I'm forever grateful. Words cannot express how much you have brightened my life. I love you more than everything, Blaze Taylor." You can see that Evelyn is embracing her role as a grandmother. Go ahead, mama. As for Chinese's baby, we truly have no idea what's going on. Going on with her at the moment, rumor has it that her connection with the game ended months ago, but they have continued to maintain the family's image for the benefit of their child. It is said that the game was only there for a brief period of time. Moment and didn't want any more children with his household of 3 children and 2 baby mothers already growing. Here comes Chinese, and rumor has it that she had her own plans from jump. It seems that Chinese was only seeing the game for more than 10 years. The game didn't initially notice it since she wanted to secure a bag, but when he did, he wasn't prepared to handle it. This is the same dude that has been out here promoting things like ninjas dating women's bodies and ladies, pockets of dating ninjas. Therefore, it is understandable why the relationship ended quickly when there weren't sincere intentions for love to blossom. To further stoke the flames, the game posted another message warning about being around jobless people who are entitled to high. Seeing a man who has messed up with so many wonderful women and can't seem to keep it in his trousers cry over high-maintenance women at the age of 50 is a tough look. But it is what it is. Whatever the case, fans quickly connected the dots, and many began to conjecture that the game Shady publishes was specifically directed at Chinese, who does have a propensity for pursuing wealthy guys. Secure the bag, but it has caused her to get into some awkward circumstances. You must eventually question yourself, is this worth it? As you gaze in the mirror.
And I like gentlemen, and I want them to wear their pants on their hips and real class.
Let's take a brief trip down memory lane to better comprehend Chen's tumultuous love life. In 2012, Chennai's and musician Sean Kingston were sighted together, seemingly hinting at a budding affair. Seemed to be going well, but when Sean visited the Breakfast Club the next year, he opened up about their predicament. He stated bluntly that he knew he needed it as soon as he saw Chennai's, but of course anything lasted just a short while. By January 2013, Chennai was spreading rumors that she and Sean were merely close friends and that, in terms of dating, she was single but would definitely like to socialize if a man approached her. However, as you are aware, Chen's romantic life has always been quite turbulent. In June 2012, 2 weeks prior to her 19th birthday, Chennai met former English football players at night, and they immediately began a brief romance that undoubtedly caused some people to wonder why a 32-year-old man was out here conversing with a 19-year-old. However, it didn't end there because Zat already had a son from a prior relationship, and that son was 10 years younger than Chennai's when they discussed Messi. As if that weren't enough, Z was living in England and playing for the Bolton Wanderers when things took a turn during a live inload. When Chennai told her mother Evelyn that she was considering packing up and heading to England to be with Zat, Evelyn refused to listen, fearing that her daughter would abandon everything to sit in an elderly man's home and that Evelyn had been there herself and didn't want her daughter to ever talk about watching out for her girl. So she didn't want Chennai to fall into the trap of relying on a guy for money.
What it's like fully relying on a man for support, and it sucks.
Okay, but what would you do? I think you would go.
You think I would?
Yeah.
Although her daughter's decision to come to England for Z was ultimately successful, Evelyn simply couldn't support it. Even after 3 years of enduring the long-distance relationship, Chennai was still unsure about moving to the US to live with Zat after realizing that uprooting her life for a man might not be the wisest course of action. To go see her as Chennai navigated her romantic life, Evelyn was delving into her own drama. In 2013, Evelyn revealed that she and her boyfriend, baseball player Carl Crawford, had decided to part ways after having decided that sometimes a girl just needs her space. In February of the following year, she had a baby shower for her unborn child, and close friends Tiffany Cambridge and Shay O'Neill attended. This is when things get messy. Their relationship was serious when they were together in 2012. Tiffany is actually the game's ex-fiancée and baby mama. Between them, they have 2 children and 4 proposals. After the VH1 reality show Marrying the Game concluded in 2014, Tiffany and the game's relationship ended. The game later told Wendy Williams that he regretted letting Tiffany go, admitting that he was a dog with infidelity issues and that he blew it. He said that it was mostly his fault because he had a nice woman, but Chennai was his true love. In 2018, Usher announced his divorce from Grace Miguel after almost a decade of marriage. The same year, Page 6 revealed that Usher and 25-year-old Chennai were seen at Diddy's birthday party, igniting a flurry of rumors. It appears that Chennai was still living her best messy life. Observed enjoying herself at Diddy's birthday party, and insiders even claimed to have seen her leave with Usher. However, even after Usher's divorce from Grace Miguel was finalized, the relationship with Chennai didn't last long, and Evelyn, the protective mama bear, intervened and refuted all the claims that Chennai and Usher were romantically involved. During all of this, there were rumors that Evelyn was pressuring Chennai to date specific kinds of men, especially those with wealth and status. I can appreciate your pride in your children, but sharing several pictures and videos of your child working out in a bikini while half naked as though it's all a promotion, it seemed like they believed Evelyn was using Chennai for influence. Fast forward to 2019, and the rumors began to circulate once more when it was said that Chennai was having an affair with Justin Combs, Diddy's son, but they swiftly died down. Then Chennai announced her new romance, this time with the NFL, to the world. Sterling Shepard is a wide receiver. When a picture of Chennai sitting on Shepard's lap went viral, the internet went crazy, especially since Shepard was still divorcing his wife, supermodel Channel Aman. However, it was somewhat acceptable because Channel had already moved on with another NFL star, and Chennai and Sterling eventually called it quits. Given the history between the game and Evelyn's best friend Tiffany, who is the game's former fiancée and baby mama, Shenice's siding with the game on Christmas Eve sparked more dating rumors. Many were shocked that Shenice would even amuse the game, much less initiate a relationship with him. But naturally, Evelyn jumped to her defense. Daughter's defense, stating that Evelyn wasn't going to allow the allegations to spread without refuting them and asserting that she and Tiffany weren't even that close. But what do you mean? Evelyn was using mental acrobatics to persuade everyone that there was nothing wrong with Tiffany attending your baby shower, and you two have been friends for years. The situation was made even more complicated by Shenice's strange relationship with her friend's baby daddy. It was obvious that Shenice and the game had a deep relationship when she shared a picture of herself with a baby bump on Instagram, captioned "Another trip around the sun," and wearing my purest birthday suit yet. Added plot twist. Since Shenice and the game had already been spotted together multiple times, fans quickly pieced together that the game was expecting a boy. Naturally, he didn't reveal the identity of the baby mama, so it didn't take long for people to figure out who the baby daddy was. Happy Father's Day, baby daddy. To make the connections, but it appears that the drama was only beginning.
Twins.
Twins is, yeah, you got to stay off the internet.
Right.
Yeah, I'm expecting one child.
One child.
Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you feel about that?
I think about it in terms of like years, right? Like I'm 44, so when my new child is 21, I'll be 65, right?
Right.
And that seems kind of old until you start thinking about who's 65 now, right? And so when I think about that, I think that like, I don't know how old like Mariah Carey is, but she has to be like 10 years older than me, or Jay-Z or something like that.
Okay.
They got to be almost like, their next big birthday is probably 60. They're still out here looking young and looking cool. So it ain't that bad. But I think at the end of the day, it's new life. It's going to be a different parenting experience for when I was younger. So when I was younger, I was still hard-headed in the streets, and like I don't know how I even made it to this point in my life doing the things that I was doing, but I made it. My kids are all fine, smart, straight-A students and good, and so it'll just be interesting to parent at this.
More tension was created between Shenice and the game than in a crazy soap drama with all of that. Eventually, it became clear that the suspense was more about Shenice and the drama's secrets and revelations. Game's relationship was not going well after the game discovered that Shenice and Evelyn were. He left her and promised to exclusively deal with her regarding their son, purportedly in an attempt to take advantage of him. However, do you believe that Shenice and her mother actually had a plan, or do you think that the game is exaggerating this? Throughout, do share your opinions in the comments section below, and remember to return. The drama never stops if you want to witness more juicy stories like this one. Approaching